war never ends with the last bullet or shell. It continues in the minds of those who fought and in the lives of those who lost loved ones. Anyone who wears or has worn a uniform for Canada is a veteran, regardless of age or type of service. We as a Legion take a very strong stand. We stand for all veterans. This year, the Canadian government declared 2013 the year of the Korean War veteran, a much welcome move that coincides with the 60th anniversary of the ceasefire which created the demilitarized zone along the 38th parallel, separating North Korea and South Korea. At 11 a.m. on November the 11th, 1918, the guns on both sides fell silent, marking the end of World War I. November the 11th came to be known as Remembrance Day.
Life is precious, and though our earthly lives are temporary, we expend a great deal of energy to preserve them. On this day, we gratefully remember men and women who made it their calling to protect our lives and the lives of people in other countries by serving in the Canadian Armed Forces during the wars and peacekeeping missions of the 20th and 21st centuries. To these people, life lived in peace and good government was and still is precious enough for them to risk and even give their lives to preserve it.
Back in September, on the first day of school, when the first period kids entered the room, they discovered that there were no desks in their classroom. Miss Catherine, where are our desks? She replied, "You can't have a desk until you tell me how you earned the right to sit at a desk." They thought, well, maybe it's our grades. No, she said. Maybe it's our behavior. She told them no, it's not even your behavior. And so they came and went, the first period, the second period, the third period, and still no desks in the classroom. The final period of the day came, and as the puzzled students found seats on the floor of the deskless classroom, Martha Catherine said, "Throughout the day, no one has been able to tell me just what he or she has done to earn the right to sit at the desks that are ordinarily found in this classroom. Now I am going to tell you." At this point, Martha Catherine went over to the door of her classroom and opened it. 27 war veterans, all in uniform, walked into the classroom, each one carrying a school desk. The vets began placing the desks in rows, and then they would walk over and stand alongside the wall. By the time the last soldier placed the final desk in place, those kids started to understand, perhaps for the first time in their lives, just how the right to sit at those desks had been earned. Martha said, "You don't earn the right to sit at these desks. These heroes did it for you. They placed the desks for you. Now it's up to you to sit in them. It is your responsibility to learn, to be good students, that you could have the freedom to get an education. Don't ever forget it, said the teacher. This is a true story, and it happened in Ontario in September of this year. As we salute the silent dead of the armed forces, we search our hearts as to whether we can truthfully say that we have kept faith with our comrades, whose memory we honor now. Those that gave their lives on the altar of sacrifice died so in the belief that the cause of freedom would survive, and the peace for which they fought would come to all mankind. As we place our wreaths of poppies here and do now offer a prayer to the memory of our glorious dead, let us dedicate our endeavors anew to uphold the righteous principles of justice, liberty, and freedom for which they died. Lord God of hosts, be with us yet, lest we forget, lest we forget.
Parade, stand it! Hey!
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.
Every day our lives are shaped by the peace and freedoms our veteran has given us. As such, we should give thanks and remember those who put their lives at stake so we can enjoy the life we have. It's the least we can do. As a Legion, we express our gratitude to the veterans as well as the men and women of the Canadian Armed Forces for everything they have done and continue to do to keep us safe. Thank you. You are our heroes.
Parade! Attention! Done!
Thank you, Cranbrook, for coming out and honoring our veterans. It is much appreciated.